Hello and welcome to episode 15 of The Buck Stops Here, my Football Manager Mobile 2018 save with Telford United. In this episode we're going to be taking a look at the team. There have been a few changes since the last episode, and also we'll be reviewing the month of August, our first in the National League. So let's start by taking a look at the team. A few new additions. In goal, Liam Kelly, signed on a free transfer. He's our new starting keeper. We have also brought in on loan Danny Rowe. He's on loan from York. I brought him in as Adam Henley was unhappy. He wanted to play at a higher level, so as you may have noticed, Danny Rowe is now playing at right back. Adam Henley has indeed moved on. I've sold him to Bury for £120,000. I brought Rowe in as cover prior to looking to sell Henley. Now that I have, I'm going to be looking to buy him. I've currently got a £60,000 bid in for him. Previous bids, it's come back that York are looking for at least £75,000, so we'll see what happens there. Also, we have got a left back, Connor Ogilvie. He's on loan from Tottenham for the season, so to really ensure that we're nicely strong at the left back position. So 3 new faces and 1 who's departed since the last episode. Now let's take a look at the month and see how we fared in our first month playing in the National League. So let's pick up the fixtures. So we started off at home against Torquay, a 3-1 win. We lost 1-0 at Tranmere, 1-0 win against Boreham Wood, and a 2-2 draw against Gateshead. So let's start off with the Torquay game. Dream debut for Kenji Gori with 2 goals. Nice early marker in the 6th minute. Doubled our lead in the 50th minute. James Gray pulled one back for Torquay, and then deep into stoppage time we won a penalty. Up stepped Ogilvie and smashed it home for a pretty good debut for him as well, it must be said. As the stats show, much the better of the sides. 16 shots to their 3, 5 shots on target to their 1. I suppose the only disappointment is their 1 shot did go in. Take a look at the player ratings. Kenji Gori, perhaps unsurprisingly, man of the match with his rating with a rating of 10 and 2 goals, but plenty of good ratings throughout for our team. Torquay, perhaps as you might expect with that kind of a loss, not such a good set of ratings. We then took on Tranmere, travelled up to Tranmere, a 1-0 loss. As you can see, Jay McEverley 4 minutes into the second half. To be fair, I thought we were probably the better side for the opening 20 minutes. John Marsden had a great chance around about then, one-on-one with their keeper who made a fine save. And after that, I don't know, our heads seemed to drop. We just couldn't sort of find a way into the game, and Tranmere came into the game. McEverley scored with a free kick, and that was enough to give Tranmere the 3 points. Take a look at the player ratings. You can see both teams pretty much ratings the same throughout. We actually had more players rating 8 than they did, but McEverley was the difference there with that goal. We bounced back a couple of days later, 3 days later, taking on Boreham Wood at home. A 1-0 win. John Marsden on the stroke of half time. He was unlucky not to grab a second in stoppage time first half. Game that we were able to see out. We'll just take a look at the player ratings here as well. So Faster Michaela, man of the match, but plenty of 8s and 7s throughout for us, so always pleasing to see. Joe Hewitt doing well when he came on to replace Jacob Blythe. So the final game of the month saw us travel up to Gateshead. It's an exciting 2-2 draw, I think it's fairly safe to say. So Danny Johnson opened the scoring for them in the 8th minute. It was very well deserved. They were all over us for the first 10 minutes, and it wasn't a surprise that they scored. After that, we definitely came into the game. We were the better side for the remaining 80, so to have gone 2-0 down when Danny Johnson doubled his tally in the 31st minute was particularly disappointing, very much against the run of play. Henry Cowans pulled one back in the 61st minute for John Marsden thundered one home 7 minutes from time. We continued to push for a winner, but sadly nothing came. As you can see, 21 shots to their 9, 6 shots on target to their 3, 2 clear-cut chances. To be honest, it's a bit disappointing we didn't actually manage to find a winner there. Player ratings shows that Johnson's the man of the match with his brace, but we certainly had plenty of strong ratings throughout. I think it would be fairly safe to say, as you can see there. So what does that do for us in the league? With 2 wins, a draw and a loss. Well, you can see it puts us in 7th place at the moment. It's still far too early to perhaps read anything in. Our one loss did come against Tranmere, who, as we can see, are leading the table. Played 4, won 4, scored 10 and conceded none. So it looks though they could be the team to try and catch this season. Let's go back to the fixtures though, and take a look at the fixtures there for the league. So we've got Hampton and Richmond next, but actually what I want to do is go back to the first team fixtures. So in the month of September we've got Hampton and Richmond, a couple of days later Eastleigh, Solihull Moors, Chester, Ebbsfleet, Aldershot and Maidstone. So a busy month coming up with 2, 4, 6, 7 games if I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 7 games. So next episode there'll definitely be plenty to catch up on. Hope you can join me for it and look forward to sharing what will hopefully be a very successful September. Thanks for watching.